If the Super Bowl is the ultimate game, why do they play it again every year? Welcome to the show to be named later, where we're taking the over on the number of wings we're eating this weekend. The Super Bowl, of course, is the NFL's annual championship game played between the American Football Conference and the National Football Conference. The league has always aimed for parity between the two conferences. Take the 1980s, for instance. The Patriots were the evil empire. Maybe they were just bringing balance to the force. Now it's time to meet this year's Super Bowl teams. What better way to do that than through song? First up, it's the Rams.
Hey, 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 hey. Ram it. Do you know how to ram it? Let's ram it. Yeah, we know how to ram it. We'll be rocking LA. So let's ram it today. Let's ram it. We're gonna ram it. Let's ram it. Everybody ram it. We'll be rocking LA. So let's ram it today. Let's ram it. Ram it.
Why does this feel like the soundtrack from a movie that was made in the San Fernando Valley? On the other side, we've got the Bengals. Am I weird for thinking this kind of slaps? I mean in 1989 terms. Anyway, the Super Bowl pits the two best teams in the league against one another, which means we can always expect some high-level football.
It's snapped over the head of Peyton Manning. A flag is down and the ball's out of the back of the end zone. It's a safety to start this game as Manning wasn't ready.
Illegal motion. Offense number 18 moving toward the snap. Penalties decline. Safety.
You know, that play was already humiliating enough. Did the refs actually have to throw a flag as well? A big part of the Super Bowl is the commercials. Companies spend millions to develop ad spots and millions more to air them during the game. So with all that money spent, it's best to make sure it's memorable.
The GM 100,000-mile warranty. It's got everyone at GM obsessed with quality.
Yep, folks will remember a despondent robot throwing itself off a bridge, whether they want to or not. The Super Bowl's halftime show has become just as big an event as the game itself. Nowadays, it features the biggest names in music. But back in the day is when the real magic happened.
NFL and Magicom Entertainment present a Super Bowl halftime extravaganza.
Could this be magic?
Starring at Prince of Prestidigitation, Elvis Presto.
He's got magic.
It's Bebop Bamboozle.
Ooh, based on that intro, I think I am far too sober for this.
Much too much, you know, mystical magic spells I've heard. Come on, Elvis, say the magic word.
I'm a ding 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 ding
Chang, chang, changity, chang, shoo-bop. Do-bop, do-do-be-doo. Boogity, 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 shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-bop. Boogity, 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 shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-bop. Sha-na-na-na-na-na, yippity-doo-doo-doo. Sha-na-na-na-na-na, yippity-doo-doo-doo. Sha-na-na-na-na-na, wop, bop-a-loo-bop, wop. Wop, bop-a-loo-bop, wop. Wop, bop-a-loo-bop, wop.
You know, the real magic trick was erasing this from our collective memories. Let's check in on some more of that high-level Super Bowl play.
All right, here's your Premian on for a 42-yard field goal attempt. Earl Morrillville holding. And this kick is blocked. Your Premian has it. Throws a pass up with the ball. It's Mike Bass. He's running away for a touchdown. Mike Bass scores.
That brings us to another edition of 80s Music Makes Everything Better. It's time for this week's flashback feature. It's The Last Boy Scout.
Joe Hallenbeck's a private detective who's run out of luck. Jimmy Dix
I like Prince.
is an ex-quarterback who was thrown out of football.
Another tragic tale of wasted youth.
They were trying to clean up their acts
You vacuum, I'll dust.
when they got dragged into the dirty world of sports corruption.
Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans go after a pro football team owner bribing senators to legalize sports gambling in an effort to help declining TV ratings. 30 years later, the most unbelievable part of this movie is that somebody would bother to stand in the way at all. That'll do it for this edition of the show to be named later. Be sure to like and subscribe for more episodes. And remember, when asking for something, be sure to use the magic words.
Row, I'm a lolly, ding-a-ding-ding-dong, do-bop, shoo-wada-wada, you-bitty-boom-de-boo.